Thank you very much for brief introduction. It's a nice introduction. Thank you.
All the best, sir.
Friends, do you see this picture of multitasking? There is a man who is texting while he is driving, and the pedestrians in front of him are also texting or talking while crossing the roads. Friends, what do you think? What will be the consequence of this? Can anybody tell me?
Accident.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It would be disaster, sir. Disaster.
Yes, yes. Because people are roaming here and there and not concentrating. You are absolutely right, all of you, that the outcome will be nothing but accident. Are you aware that 1.6 billion people dies every year because of car accident in the USA, according to the National Security Council? Out of these 1.6 million people, 3.9 lakh deaths occurs every year because of multitasking. What does it mean? It means 1 out of 4 people dies because of distracted driving. It's a very precarious condition. Now, people, what do you think? Why did so happen? Can someone tell me what is the reason, cause of this accident?
Overconfidence. Reckless driving, sir. Reckless driving. Careless driving.
Misuse of technology.
They don't respect human.
Negligence.
Yes, one way or other, you are all correct, sir. Actually, there are 3 main reasons for this accident. Number 1, overconfidence, thinking that you are a smart driver and nothing will happen to you, which leads to lack of focus or seriousness to concentrate on what you are doing, which ultimately, the third point is the negligence, sheer negligence in performing his own duty because of this distraction or multitasking. Now, the question arises, actually, what is the industrial safety? Industrial safety refers to all operation and activities of the organization to protect its employees and assets from hazards and risks. Now, the question may arise, what are the outcome of accident? The outcome of industrial accidents leads to, number 1, injury. It may be minor, it may be major also. Then, because of this injury, it arises absenteeism of the people of the organization. Then, in some cases, there may be fatal accident also, which is serious in nature, and this in turn will affect the industry. And again, there may be cases of asset damage or damage of property of the organization because of industrial accident. Now, safety plays a very important role for production of the organization. That is the reason this objective is set as to minimize, number one, potential hazards, probable potential hazards, then involved risks, and to minimize accident and near miss cases so that there should not be any accident or damage of property. Now, we will like to go through one case study of our organization which held in our Banpur Works of Steel Authority of India Limited on 26th September 1989. The victim was Mr. Mohammad Sakhtar, aged 52 years. While he was doing his routine job, he sustained a deep cut injury over his right index finger while working aboard on trolley-mounted lift. It happened because of snapping of the lift, the hoist ceiling. The findings of this accident was negligence in car maintenance. Because of negligence, the damaged ceiling was not changed in time. Non-availability of new ceiling wares for replacement was also a problem. There was no display board of danger, so that nobody can use if there is any danger board. But that was missing. That is the reason Mr. Sattar abode on this lift to do his job. And he has made some mistakes, not checking the machine before boarding or before using. He should have checked it. The remedial measures were suggested by the authority was to follow the standard operating practice and standard maintenance practice to avoid such incident. There was another suggestion or recommendation, permit to work protocol system to be started to avoid such type of lapses. And before using, people must be made knowledgeable to check and confirm by going through the checklist prepared for this type of using this type of machine. Next, the question comes, what are the implication and impact of any accident? The first instance of any accident is stoppage of work. Then comes fear effect. Because of any accident, the people get afraid. There may be the demotivational effect also because of this fear. And to make the people normalize to the people, it takes a lot of time. It is not by 1 day or 2 days to remove that fear effect from the people or the employees of the organization. Next, if there is any big or major accident, the legal authority, statutory body comes into picture. They start their investigation and probing what went wrong, who were the culprit, for whom it has happened. They made the inquiry, and according to the severity of the accident, they impose penalty in the form of monetary term, and they also may impose punishment for the people who are concerned for this accident. In case of major accident like fatal accident, our head of the organization may be taken into custody, in police custody. That is the rule. And next comes the credibility crisis of the organization. Because of any accident, immediately there will be wide publication through social media, news channel, newspaper, within no time, whole world will come to know that there was an accident, there was an incident, there was so much of implication, and that will create bad image for the company. And finally, there will be financial obligation also. If there is any accident, you have to bear the cost of compensation, medical expenses, even manpower loss and production loss. It will also be there. Next come, we'll now see what are the things we must take into consideration, like safety hazards, so that the continuity of operation or probability of accident can be avoided. The type of hazards are: number one, unsafe working condition. If the working place is not untidy, if it is untidy, suppose it is soft floor is wet or slippery with oil, then there will be accident. Next come physical hazards like smoke, dust, and then come biological hazards, here blood, sewage, pathogen, etc., which may affect the health of the employee. And in ergonomic hazards, this is because of the poor sitting arrangement, long sitting in bad posture, or because of the confined space, awkward posture of the person will affect their health. And next come the chemical hazards, because of the exposure to the chemicals, fumes, vapors like acidic atmosphere, or like silica dust, which will affect the lungs of the person, employees. And work organization hazards like lack of respect, tremendous work demand, workload on the employee. These are the work organization hazards associated with. And finally come the most important hazards for any industry, that is fire hazards, which has a devastating effect on the organization, because within no time assets or plant can be burned into ashes. So it is very, all of the hazards are very important to prevent accident. Now let us come to the Henry's theory of prevention of accident. This theory was prescribed by the Henry. It means that if there is serious accident, minor accident, near miss accident, the ratio will be 1:29:300. That means for any serious accident, there would be 29 minor injury because of the same cause, same single cause. And there will be 300 near miss cases. This experiment was done on 3,000 samples, which taken into consideration of unsafe act, behaviors, or condition for doing this research work. And this is very nice principle to prevent accident in any industry. Now let us come how to minimize the accident by addressing the cause. We divide this accident into three parts. One is direct cause, like slips, trips, falls, run over, collision, etc. Then comes indirect causes. Indirect causes are unsafe act like violation of safety operation practice or safe maintenance practices, like it was happened in case of accident of Mr. Sattar, where ceiling was not changed in time. And then in another thing is unsafe condition, which also comes in indirect causes. And basic causes are also important, which is like smoky atmosphere, extreme hot and cold atmosphere. These are also had a great effect on accident. Now we come to the basic principle of safety, the safety rules, the safety advisory, which compromises of number one, proper housekeeping to make the workspace congenial to work, which will in turn reduce the accident probability and improve the productivity of the employee. If it is untidy, it will be difficult to work. Then comes the using of proper tools. If we use proper tools, then the probability of accident will reduce. Suppose we use blunt cutting tool, which is more dangerous than the sharp cutting tool. So we must be very selective while taking into consideration of using any tools. We must inspect it. If there is any damage, we must change it. If there is any problem, we must repair it. Then only we can use any proper tools for proper job. For personal protection, we must wear PPEs, personal protective equipments. Suppose you are doing some gas cutting job or welding job, you must wear your goggles. Why? Because eye is your window for the world. If you lose your world, everything will be lost for you. So you must take protection by using or wearing right equipment, right protection equipment for the right type of job. Never work on lifelines. Why? Because there is a chance of electrocution, getting the shock, and it may lead to death also. Because in any industry, the voltage or the potential, electrical potential is very high, minimum 440 volt. It can go as per requirement, it can increase also this voltage. It is very dangerous because it is AC current. And for chemical, you must, for container, you must do the proper labeling of chemicals, because if you don't do it, people will get confused by mistake. They will think something else, and in the process, they will invite accident. If any hazards is detected in alarming hazard detected, then it must be communicated to all concerned, all employees, all concerned people. Otherwise, there is a chance of accident. The same thing happened with Mr. Sattar. No communication was there that the machine is not okay. It is having damaged ceiling. If it has been communicated to Mr. Sattar or somebody else, they would have prevented him to going there or using that equipment or car. Then he would have been saved from accident. Finally, the seventh is the take shutdown to address alarming hazards. That means you take the right rectification job, replacement job, repair job in case of emergency situation. If that is not emergency case, you can postpone it and plan it for doing this job. Otherwise, you have to go for immediate replacement or repair so that no catastrophe or accident takes place. Now, we have already considered what is the safety, industrial safety, what is the root cause, what is the effect. So, to avoid such incident of any accident, we must go for safety training. Number one, we have to decide what type of person will be training, will go for training. That is the reason we should go for need analysis of the people who will be trained. If he is freshers, newcomers, there will be some module for training. If it is experienced or old persons, the training module will be different. After need or analysis, we will design our training modules. Which type of training will be given to which type of people, and what will be the duration of the training. That all will be decided during training modules. Who will be the trainers for particular training. It will be nice to have specialists for a special type of training. Then we must prepare the safety training manuals, the procedures, the guidelines, so that it should be followed to make the working place safe. Then we prepare the training plan and conduct the on-the-job, and for the practical training, to giving the scope for the person to do the job in their hand by hands, and for theoretical purpose, they will go for classroom trainings. Both are important. You have to give the procedure to make them knowledgeable about the type, steps, and also do the practical for knowing the implication of how to do it. In case of fire, earthquake, like this type of emergency situation, people should be trained by mock drill and by theoretical process, so that in case of sudden emergency, they can be readily available for doing the combating or mitigating the crisis. Finally, video clipping or printout should be made available to the trainee to give them what were the fault with earlier accident, with similar type of organization, with different type of organization, what happened, why is this accident happened, what were the cause of accident, how to in future we can avoid or avert accident, the remedial measures. Everybody will be knowledgeable about this accident. So further, same type of accident or similar or type of accident should not happen because of ignorance. After training, you have to do the refresher training to remind them, to update them about the knowledge and procedure implemented in between, so that there should not be any problem with new skill with old people. They will be trained to go for new job. Now, friends, we will go for a breakout room activity. What are the benefits of safety training? The time allotted, 25 minutes. Please proceed according to your room number and have interactive discussion and come out with suggestion. What are the benefits of training? Thank you, friends.
I am splitting the group into 5 rooms, and the rooms have been opened. Please, people can move towards their rooms. Thank you. 25 minutes. It is 7 o'clock now, 7:25, the rooms will close.
We have written, Jagdish ji. We start from room number 1 or but your
He has
Let-
come back.
Let him come, whatever he says.
okay, sir.
This is his now domain.
No, everybody has come back or not?
Yes, sir. We are all back.
Bhagat sir, you can start first.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
we are all
we should start from room number 1.
we okay. are all ready, sir.
Okay. Let us hear from you. Room number 1, please.
Room number 1 is ours. We have all discussed about the industrial training, benefits of the training of industrial industry. As we are aware that the Henry Ford has said the safety and security of one of the principle of the management. So safety in all safety is needed in every walk of life, either a road or any industry. In industry, it is the most appropriate. So training for the benefits is out to numerous benefits to all, not only employee and management and customer, investor, everyone will get benefit if the employees are given better training for their better production and etc. We have all decided. First, it alerts the employee for future accident or loss of life etc. If we will give them proper training on this is the principle of prevention is better than cure. So if we are given proper training for safety to employees, they will secure their life, and further it approaches, it gives the management more benefit for avoidance of time and giving the to inquiry and wasted their time. It prevents that. If we are giving them training, so it prevents both employee and management also. The cost benefit, production efficiency by training, and the brand value of the company will also increase if there is no accident, and the goodwill will more in market. It shows the or then if the training give and there is no accident, it shows the internal control of the company is better, and the safety and security of the one of the principle, and the turnover attracts, and it gives benefits to all the part, not only the employees benefited, the management itself benefited. You give more production, give cost benefit hoga, most benefit hoga, or production efficiency increase hogi, and then the investors will also have their income, more trust in the company, and the customer will be also get that this is the good company who's having the safety management. So we decided that the training for industrial safety is essential and beneficial in all walks. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mathur. You have came out with so many points, important points regarding safety training. Thank you very much.
We all already decided. We're group number 1. Thank you all.
Okay. Thank you. Can we go to the next group, group number 2?
Who is room number 2?
Anilji, we are room number 2.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Anilji, we are room number 2.
So let me represent room number 2. So can I get this sharing screen, please? Can I share? Or I should speak verbally?
No, you will be given sharing screen. Vaiti sir, can you help?
Mr. Arun, could you please enable screen share for everyone?
Otherwise, let me speak. No problem.
No, it is no problem. Not a problem.
Anil sir, if you have prepared a presentation, go ahead. Otherwise, you can say.
No, I have prepared on
It is enabled. It is enabled.
Right, sir. You see, we have jogged down certain points with the help of all our members. They have participated. First point is awareness and more knowledge And learning from the training programs, it shall help us in many, many ways. It will create healthy atmosphere and more awareness. Second thing is emotional happiness. When the family knows that this organization is implementing all safety measures, their confidence level will improve and they will be more happy. And say the third point is the brand value of the organization because of no loss, any physical loss or any financial loss. And the company will also be looked outside the world socially in a very, more branded value. It will improve financially because of reduction of loss of leave of the employees and less accidents. There will be less loss to the company and financially it will improve life of the plants and machinery because of the lesser accidents or no accident. It will improve further. As a protection measure, we will also install, because of the training, insurance measure we will take so that in case of any mishap, so this loss can be compensated. And all compliances and SOPs shall be installed with the benefit of the training. Then by the benefit of training, we will declutter. We will not unnecessarily clutter our organization or our factory, and we will only get the material which is just required, just in time, Japanese principle. It will improve. The efficiency and effectiveness of the organization shall improve. Individual loss physically, so any accident, it will be reduced. There will be less legal implication because of the accidents. We will unnecessarily drag to the courts. Lot of time will be wasted and manually also and financially also. With the training program, people will learn the dress code like helmets and using of shoes. All safety measures will be installed. Then with the training program, there would be some application of new technology will be there and drastic management system will be installed, like siren in time in case of some happening. They will help us in in effectiveness and safety of the organization. And the last but the not least, even after awareness and learning so many things, unless we take the action, as Arun sir always tell, so this also we have to emphasize. Let us take the action also apart from learning also. Thank you very much. This is from group number 2.
Thank you very much.
Sir, may I just add one more point?
Yes,
Yes,
you are welcome.
Anyone, please add.
Just only one point. The confidence level of the whole outlook of the employee is changed now. He's better equipped, more confident because he's fully trained and he can implement it. And so this output or outcome or productivity has gone up. So one more point you can add other than that. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Employees confidence level of the family confidence. We have written on. Thank you. Thank you,
Chidambar sir. It is nice to see that so many points had been jotted here. I think maybe there may not be any extra point. Let's see what comes with other team also. There may be additional point.
Jagadish sir.
Yes, please.
I represent room number 3. And in our room, your daughter was also there. Okay. Almost all the people have contributed to the points. I'm summarizing it and presenting on behalf of them. So you have asked a question, what sort of benefits the safety training carries?
Yes.
We all know that the base for safety is zero tolerance for safety. So there is no tolerance that is given. Plus minus something will be there for quality. Nothing, no tolerance for safety because that is Pareto's principle. And we all know that whatever was given by the Almighty and our parents, we know that is the structure, whatever we got, should be protected at any cost. We should not lose even a single thing. That's the base thing for everything. So we have divided the benefits into twofold. One is for the employees, the other one for the employers. So coming to for the employees, there is no fatality. And the amputation will not be there because we should not lose anything. Even if you lose a small index finger, you may not get married also sometimes. So no injuries, even minor injuries are not there. So by all these things, no worries first. As everyone was telling, no safe work environment, feeling safe and happy to work, which advises people to come for work without any absenteeism. By that way, they will get their full salary. And of course, to motivational purpose, we do safety celebrations that facilitates our employees. Coming to the employer, very important point is the brand image management. You know, if you go to that company, nothing will happen. Then people will allow you to go. That takes you to the fourth point. This drags many employees to come for the work also as a people. And sometimes what happens, there is a concept called a supervisorless shop with minimum supervision. Automatically things will roll on its own. So focus on the work, no distractions like Chidambaram sir was telling and his team was telling, no, which leads to good productivity, of course, very good quality. And of course, from the employer side, minimal compensations because there is no need for any compensation. No. So this we have done, and this has come out of many of the points that we have discussed down the thing. So this is the culmination of our discussion, sir. Thank you. Ma'am, if I have missed out anything, Usha ma'am or I don't remember her name, Nonia ma'am, please add.
No, sir. Well said, sir.
Right,
You
ma'am.
also tell about the training what we spoke about now, sir. So that will be.
Yeah, you please add, ma'am. Please add, ma'am. Not a problem.
As I think Bala sir tell very well. My thing is that 5 years training and already that tools that the 5 years talks about lot of safety. So the place for everything in its place. So this will help the tools and all to be kept in the right place. And that the fire safety training mock drill. This will help the employees. It will create the awareness, confidence, or how to use the right fire extinguisher at the right time, as well as first aid, whatever it may be. If we are given the thing means, if you have trained the employee in everything, even for a small thing also, they know very well what they have to be done if anything, even a small thing happen. So this important training will help the employees to increase the confidence level, focus, and everything. That SOP and all, when they follow that SOP, means everything will go in the right order. So wastages will be avoided. So that productivity will be high, quality control, everything will be high.
Falling in line.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So that's it from our team number 3, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You have come out with this structure benefit of the training. I would have loved to take all this thing in my presentation had it been available to me earlier. Thank you. Wonderful job. Fantastic. Next, room number 4.
Room number 4, I will present. I'll just share my screen. I will present.
Okay.
So the benefits of safety training are like that life can be saved. In other words, there is no loss of life. Then financial loss to the company is minimized. Also, that adds on to reduced dispute in the company, and also production loss is curtailed. And then there is always customer satisfaction if there is safety standards are followed, safety procedures are followed. Then employee engagement is also there. And fear and anxiety are reduced. Human safety is maximized. Then people at home are waiting always, the family. So people working in the factory need to get back to home safely. And also it affects employer branding, organization image. Also labor turnover is increased. It also, in addition, improves the self-esteem of the employee. Then there is something called a psychological contract between the employer and the employee, and that contract is not broken. Then legal disputes can be avoided. Then somebody mentioned organizational citizenship is maintained. Then it is a pride to an organization that there is a minimum loss of time due to accidents. Then periodic training should be given to sustain the knowledge and the awareness about the safety procedures. And then there is a saving in the insurance cost of the company also by avoiding, by having safety training. By having safety training, then net profit also increases. And in addition to that, awareness of using all PPEs can be created, an awareness can be created in the employees. So these are the points we summed up for group number 4.
Wonderful, wonderful. All the teams are giving presentation very beautifully and elaborately. Thank you very much. Next team, room number 5.
Lakshmi, would you like to go ahead to speak? I'll present the screen.
Sujata ma'am, if you can go ahead.
Okay.
Would be fine. Thank you.
Okay, done. I'll just share the screen. Well, this is from room number 5, the benefits of safety training. One of our members suggested this quote, "Precaution is always better than cure." And we have rolled out these benefits. First is reduction in the cost of the organization or whatever the employment requirement. There is safety to life when this training has been imparted. Now, this training through mock drills, I think, is the best way. It becomes a hands-on learning, and people do act in time when they undergo a mock drill. With this, the efficiency of the employees increases. Now, coming to the safety training part, there's another dimension that it will definitely bring in a less accident history. Definitely, the number of accidents can be reduced with this training. Apart from this, unforeseen emergencies will be learnt to be handled with efficacy. Any other kind of a mock drill, apart from what they have been trained for, the mindset, it leans in that dimension. Then accident occurrence reduced to a greater level. That's also a continuity of our previous point. Now, when this kind of a behavior sets in, I think there's a morality, there's a value addition that, that reflects in the work ethics of the employees, as well as the employer who's happy with such mindsets of their employees. There's a reduction of wastage during the processing before and after. The measure is a variable, and hence the reduction also helps in the cost reduction. There is saving of time and energy. And I think with this kind of a mindset, the professionalism of measure rises, and it becomes an observation towards other fraternities also, not just the industrial part, maybe even the education, the health, all other fraternities across the globe. When such behavior is reflected, a reputation sets in for that company, and the employer is very happy with this observation, and he feels his employee is worth the investment of every penny. In this process, when the safety training is being imparted, the environmental pollution is highly addressed. So I think that is one of the major benefits to mankind. Now, the awareness that it brings in, it's like transference of knowledge, and whoever is transferring the knowledge of this awareness, it becomes a skill set of the person transferring and the one acquiring. At the end, lives are saved, and there's a welfare factor that increases. There's a well-being in and around the organization. This is from room 5, all about the benefits of safety training. Thank you.
Superb, madam. I was thinking you were telling one poem to us. Just so rhythmic and so elaborated. Thank you very much.
Our pleasure, sir. It's a teamwork.
Yes, a nice teamwork. I personally want to thank everybody and all the members of the team for such a wonderful job. It's a great learning, implicit learning regarding safety. And I like to summarize that safety is not one person's job. It's a collective job in responsibility. And safety always first and safety must. And friends, case study of Muhammad Saftar also reflect more of important aspects of industrial safety like hazards, risks, outcome, root causes of industrial accident, and follow-up of remedial measures. Now, friends, engineers as the leader of the shop floor and as a designer of materials and manufacturing, your job is to create, not to destroy. Creation takes place when you are focused, aware of safety of yourself and surroundings. Are you not careful at home? Always cared about safety so that no family members get hurt. Shop floor is your second home, and employees are your extended family members. Care for yourself and care for families.
If anyone has any questions, they can put it to the resource person. He would be only very happy to answer you.
Jagadish, I have one question.
Yes, yes. Please.
In our factory, we keep training the people, and especially we to minimize the unsafe act, we are training them on all the PPEs. But how to bring the culture of wearing the PPE all the times whenever the work is being done? Any novel idea or any different idea you would have seen in your experience, please share to us so that it will be beneficial for me.
Actually, there is two types of things you can implement. One is you make them knowledgeable. They should feel the importance of the using safety appliance PPEs, because it is going to save them, not other people. They must understand why management or trainer or leader or anybody, supervisor, steward, every day telling obey safety rule, wear PPEs. Because of what? Because of you. You will wear, you will protect yourself, and your family is waiting for you for your safe return. If something goes wrong, you are the world for your family. Their world will be lost if you are lost. So they should feel from the inside. It is not obligation or any rules imposed against anything. It is for their betterment. Unless they realize it is important for them to wear, it is necessary for them to protect their head, protect their eyes. If any parts of the body is lost, it is lost forever. There is no replacement. Suppose I lost one eye. Can I get my eye back with any money, anything, even sacrifice my life? I cannot get back my eye. That feeling should start coming with the employees. They will automatically adapt the things which is for the betterment of them. And the second part of the management is to make some punitive measures. If you are not wearing, like police, if you don't wear the helmet during driving, your two-wheeler, they will catch you and impose the fine. They will take away your driving license and you have to run to the court. This harassment is not at all required. You should use for your own safety so that you will be safe. Nobody else will be safe. But if you don't use, you will be in trouble. You will be facing accident. By way of accident, you will be inviting some accident or effect on others also. Not if any accident happens, it is not always for this one person. If there is one explosion because of any mistake, so many people should die. We have faced it. In our organization, one person came, he does not know how to do the welding in gas confined area. He touched the torch and immediately there was explosion and 5 people died immediately. And later on, more people died in the hospital. That knowledge should be there. By imposing fine or even terminating also, you will not able to give the lesson to the others. They will do same mistake. If they know this is wrong, if you tell your boy, don't touch the hot object, it will burn your hand, he will not understand. After burning his hand, he will understand what is burning. And that way, that is not the right way to teach anybody. But sometimes it may happen and they will learn without any problem. It is good. If there is permanent failure, permanent damage, permanent loss of limb, then it is very unacceptable, undesirable. But in India, we are facing so many problems. People are even knowing also they are not using, like us. Even knowing that helmet wearing is must, it is for our betterment, still we put it on handle and start driving. When there is any police, we wear it and then again remove it and keep in our handle. That tendency of breaking the rule, it is there. But once we learn, we will make the habit, we build the culture, then nobody will disobey anything. That will take time, because if you go to Tata, any organization or any plant of Tata, you will find right from the gate, inside the plant, everybody is obeying safety rules, wearing safety appliance. You cannot go just like that inside the plant. You have to go through so many formalities before entering the plant. But in our plant, you come, you can do anything. All are excused. Okay.
Thank you, sir. I have taken 2 points from you. One is make the people to understand and realize.
Yes.
The other one is, if there are some exceptions, go for some punitive actions. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Both are required.
Bala, I have
Mr.
got one
Jagadish.
more suggestion to you.
Mr. Jagadish, can I ask a question?
Right, sir. Yes, sir. Why not?
Yeah, thanks for the wonderful informative presentation. We have also called St. John's Ambulance for training. And as you rightly said, wherever I gone for training for these manufacturing units, they ask us to wear safety equipments. My question is, there is training has come up in a large way in other areas. When we talk of industrial training safety or safety training, if it is, has it really evolved, and whether the people who are involved in the training, they would be at a low level, maybe casual laborers or workers. Will they be ready enough to get the message and implement it, the training, if it has gone to higher level as it happens in soft skills? Thank you, sir.
The procedure and type of training will change according to the type of employee you are giving the training. Suppose there are qualified person, you have to tell less to make them understand. I mean, they are an illiterate person, you have to make the training module or training manual to make them understand at their level also. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Can I come? Can I come, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why not?
You see, it is very unfortunate in our country, on social media, on LinkedIn, and all social media like even our WhatsApp also, we have all the junk reading whole day. We hardly find a one thing which is for safety measure. You can see, I have gone through even Facebook also. Hardly once in a month you find anybody writing about safety, because the social awareness is so important thing. So it should be focused totally toward safety. Thank you.
Right. Let's start from tomorrow, sending some safety message to each other. There is no harm.
Thank you. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Very
Thank
well
you.
done.
Thank you. Well done.
Thanks for wonderful presentation, Jagadish ji. Beautiful.
Thank you, next, sir.
Inspired, you are not well, but beautifully presented. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Good presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Injitu, sir.
Thank you, Sujata, ma'am.
If there is no question or
Thank you.
suggestion, can we refer it to our Arun sir or Sujata madam?
So over to Sujata ma'am. That is better for us now.
Right.
Sir,
Okay, no problem.
sir, once again, very well done, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jagadish sir. I think everybody is echoing with that wonderful presentation. Definitely industrial safety is not a normal topic. I mean, not a regular one, but despite that, we've really taken a lot of learning from this. And it's a wonderful presentation, extremely technical and beautifully reflected in your slides. Thank you for all the effort. And now I hand it over to Arun sir for the further.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You know, as I was listening to your presentation, I was reminded of what a great person has said. He had said that the human brain is a wonderful organ. It starts from the moment the child is conceived and the nervous system is formed, maybe somewhere on the 21st or 22nd day, and continues to work ceaselessly, alertly, till a man gets up to speak, then it stops. I have experienced it myself. The first time I had to speak in front of a public, I did not know what to say. But Jagadish ji, is to your credit that on the very first program that you are giving in your life, you have done such a great job. That too on an online platform. It is highly commendable.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The second great thing is, you see, you are starting a new career after a time when many people would have hung their boots and said enough is enough. But then, as someone rightly said, don't count the years in the life, count the life in the years. You see, you have tremendous amount of life ahead of you, and I'm sure you are going to take forward your message of safety, which you have so very well articulated today to the world at large. And I look forward to your safety messages. Why from tomorrow morning? Why not from now? As Kabir Das ji said, जो कल करो सो आज कर, जो आज करो सो अब. The third thing is, you have proved illness is not in the body, but in the mind. Your mind is alert and you are willing. And when a person is willing, the flesh can never be weak. I refuse to accept that saying that the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. When the spirit is willing, the flesh had bloody well wake up and listen to what the spirit is saying. Thank you, Jagadish ji. You are a great inspiration for us. And, it is an honor to be present on the first presentation you are giving on the online platform. I look forward to many more from you. And one day I will probably say that Jagadish ji's first presentation, I was there. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you too much, sir. It is a so nice word for me. I am really indebted to you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So tomorrow is an off day for us, or is somebody lined up? I think after such a wonderful presentation, we need a rest for one day, and then we will move on to another great presentation, another maiden presentation from another great person, Mr. K.B. Balachandran, who is going to be talking about, well, let's keep it a secret or leave it to Sujata ji and Bala to tell.
We know it, sir. We know it. But if you want us to tell, we'll tell. Otherwise, we'll keep our mouth.
You know, as they say, silence is golden.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, then thank you, Jagadish ji.
I think Balachandran will not define Kaizen as incremental improvement. I think he will give us much more than the incremental. Huge improvement. Thank you, Bala. Hope for the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, friends. Thanks a lot to everyone for having come on this platform. Those of you who are new here, I will request you to join the platform. I will include you in the platform. Please be an active participant, contribute. Let us share our wisdom, our knowledge, our expertise for mutual benefit. You know, knowledge is the only thing which increases as we share. So if you want to become rich, nothing better than sharing to make you so. Good night. Stay safe. Till we meet again. Thank you.